Adventures in the Hills, 7-year project starting out as...
Going to the hills, we're going to the hills, we're going to the hills.
You know, you realize that doesn't even rhyme.
Yeah, it doesn't rhyme.
Well, this. It's just kind of a fun vlog. And then it ended up like, well... I don't know if we've been winning, but we've got this far.
I've barely been using any of my power on you.
You know those awkward moments when you say bye to someone and start walking the same way? No. Well, this is one of them. See you later. That. Yeah, and here's a documentary. Well, not really a documentary, honestly. That's the title of this video, but like, it's kind of just me, Donny, and Alex's hour rant on it. And if you meant O-U-R, I meant H-O-U-R. Have fun.
Allier.
So you're gonna talk about season 2 then?
I guess we'll talk about season 2.
Well, that means you gotta show it.
Alright. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
and no, I don't have to show season 2 because I deleted it all.
Yeah, but it's a part of our history. It's a part of our history, so you have to show it.
I don't know if I have any footage left, but I will show it if I can.
You do have footage because it's on YouTube still. It's unlisted.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll show footage.
There you go.
Anyway, this is the Adventures in the Hills documentary, and we should go through this quick, because last time we tried to make this, it was like an hour and a half or something. So we're going to try it for 30 minutes.
I remember what happened. Just kidding.
Oh well.
Some stuff.
Okay. So it started on June 9th, 2011, 3 days after Donny and I made the Old Man is Trying to Kill Us video.
I was 10 years old and I knew none of them. So I have nothing to
not
say
yet.
for this first
Not
bit.
yet. So yeah, we were just in elementary school, and Donny and Kenny were like probably my only friends other than Zach.
I had no friends. So, moving on.
This is the tragic backstory portion of the story. See, Donny doesn't just beat Alex in the show, it's also in real life.
Don't make that.
Okay. So anyway, the first season was just kind of a... Me and Donny wanted to create a YouTube thing. It was more of a vlog sort of thing, kind of. We didn't really...
parody.
Yeah, it was more of a parody of a Smosh video called Going to the Mountains. That's why we had the easy button and everything. But eventually, I think it was the 3rd episode that had the description, like, this is going to keep going on.
Yeah, it said like, I think this going to the hills thing might not stop.
So
It
yeah.
sounds like drugs.
Yeah, that's what happened.
We're also eating chips. So yeah.
Hello.
I got
Yes.
this and I got popsicle.
Yes.
Ran now later.
Sure. We're making a documentary right now. Well, that can actually be part of the documentary, because let's just say that happened all the time while we were filming in the early days. It's like, I remember for the first episode we had to get my mom for one of the camera shots, and we made a reference to regular show when we went, oh.
Your
Yeah,
mom
that was after the...
I'm
that
so
was the end of
sorry
the
for your
second
mom.
episode.
Your mom was holding the camera for those shots?
Yeah,
I
at the end of
feel...
the second episode, there was this part where I run up to Justin holding the gun.
It's the first one.
No, because we killed the guy with the gun. Oh
That's-
wait, yeah, that was the first
It's the first one, yeah.
I feel so sorry for your mom.
Oh shoot.
There were also some deleted episodes I did with my friends, not the Zach with the red hair, but, I don't know why he wanted me to take them down for some reason, because I don't know, he just didn't want to be in them.
Do you want to talk about how there was like no plot originally?
Yeah, there was no plot originally. We started making somewhat of a plot, I want to say season 4 kind of, but we didn't really start writing it till season 6.
Well, season 4 started the thing that would set in motion everything else.
So you're probably thinking, wait, season 4 wasn't season 4 originally because like there wasn't a Genesis saga yet, but
Oh, jeez.
Oh, throwback.
That was an accident.
so yeah, there was a second season called the Video Game Saga,
They were trapped
Where-
in the
Sounds so
where
young.
Jack comes back from dying and traps everyone in a video game, and we basically just fight Jack again.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason it's deleted is because I filmed
That was the episode.
the clips were out of order and they were like double filmed. Like I filmed it on a screen, and it was so bad that I just had to kill it. And if you check back, there is a version of, I made a revamped version of the Video Game Saga movie, and it's still public.
What?
You can find it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says just for fun. It's not canon, but like yeah. Season 3
But
was
you
just
can't see the actual episodes
about
because
parodies.
they're unlisted.
yeah. Also, they're garbage. So. And in
So
between,
season
I think Alex. So what was the first episode you saw? Like the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first episode I saw, but I had been subscribed since you started season 3. Or
Oh,
midway through season 3, because you would still been in 5th grade
Yeah.
in the beginning of season 3. So whenever you
Wait,
got
were we?
Yeah, we started season 3 in 5th grade.
Oh.
Well, because the weird thing with season 3 is that we did like one episode and we waited like a month or so and then did another one and then like after like 4 episodes of the third season then we started regularly.
I did the first one on my iPod Touch.
Yeah,
Fun fact.
vertically filmed as well. for
Oh, that
part of
was
it.
so bad. I gonna go back in time and punch that camera sideways. But anyway, yeah.
I had met, while season 3 was being filmed, I had met Kenny, and then
What's up, Kenny?
Kenny
What's up?
had me meet Donny, and then that's how I met Justin through that, and he went to my brother's birthday party, and that's where, if for those long-time subscribers, there was a really retarded video where I explained what my purpose was going to be in the show.
Oh yeah, Alex from the future.
Yeah.
And there you came Saga 4.
Then I came in, and I
And then
became...
Alex cried.
No, this isn't. That's later on. That's the end of the series, dude.
No. Remember we slapped you in the face?
Oh yeah, that really hurt. I don't know if you know this, but it may not look that hard when they
But
did
we
it.
actually did slap him in the face.
I told them to do it as hard as they wanted. I said do it for real, so they did it. And then so I was laughing to hide away the fact that I was really hurting. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, so I'm gonna be Donnie's grandson, and that the whole future plot in of itself wasn't that big of a deal. Besides, for some reason, we decided I was gonna have flashbacks occasionally, or like weird flash forwards.
That was
and
after the
crap.
4th movie.
Yeah.
That was after the 4th movie. Okay. Well, so basically that future plot was only so I would be introduced at first, and then that set into motion season 5, season 6, and basically the rest of the show kind of revolved around that whole central plot point of the future, because that's where we got like the majority of our villains from. That's where Ascario was born, was from the future version of the timeline. So was Cyber Rodaro, so was
Avar.
Mar. So literally all the like big plot points kind of revolved
Cybertron.
around that one point. So that
And then the
was
Cyber
better.
Saga is what ties that all up, but we're not there yet. We're
Yeah.
on like season 4, season 5 kind of. Behind the scenes of season 4, we were just kind of hanging out, getting to know each other, you know?
Whoa.
Also, Slenderman was a big thing. And fun fact for y'all, when I first made Rodaro in season 3, he was a parody of Herobrine. Not even gonna lie. He
What
was
are you
a-
trying? I'm not
he was
texting
a,
her. Come
He was a
on,
parody
you
of Herobrine.
I love Hero Bro.
Because it's a parody saga. You're like, what's Rodaro a parody of? He was a parody of Herobrine. Yeah. I know he doesn't look like it at all, but yes, Herobrine from Minecraft, the Steve with the white eyes.
He
Rodaro
used
is
to
a
rip
parody.
off of Slenderman.
Yeah, and then he became a rip-off of Slenderman. And then Slenderman's actually in one of the 8th episodes in season 4. And season 5, there were aliens that you were scared of. You hated freaking aliens.
Yeah, we made that essential in season 4. I had, because I was really annoying and I had to mention like 50,000 times, but I only did that because the only thing I understood about season 5 was there was going to be aliens, so I was supposed to be like super scared every single episode, and I kind of dropped that after like the first episode.
Or the first episode with
I love
aliens.
the
Or no,
I love the episode
there was an
this
episode
season.
where the aliens came back
Yeah.
from season 4, and I kind of got scared. But other than that, no.
Scared.
Remember when Stitch took over my body?
Shout out to that episode.
That was season 5, but
I love that.
I like how you were trying to be extremely serious while in a Stitch costume while it was burning up.
Actor trying to do his voice at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time.
That was good.
And so the way we explained it, it was like a parasite, and it was like a flappy skin, and it needed a host so it would have like a skeletal structure to stand, which was actually a cool idea.
It was.
But the whole episode was stupid because I was trying to do a voice, and I was trying to be super serious. But that idea in of itself is pretty cool. That the are you playing that one now?
What?
Fun
No.
fact about the season 5 intro. It originally had Survival by Eminem, but then I changed it at the last minute to be To the Stars from Monster Cat. And there's 2 episodes, Most Fit Survival Part 1 and 2, where I added the original scrapped intro in to make a pun.
Which quality did you put in?
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess we're so we defeated our timeline version of Rodaro, and that was all cool and whatnot. And then we move into season 5, and that's when
Amar comes in. And we didn't really know what we were doing with Amar at first. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
In the book version, he's like an old man, and you don't
Yeah.
actually find out that it's
Because it makes more sense
Justin
in the.
until afterwards. And he does.
Because
Justin doesn't get
You
like
do know.
stupidly
You
possessed.
do know in early season 5, we said Amar was Rodaro's brother at some point.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know what we were doing with the Amar character. We didn't know exactly what he was yet.
We called him like he called himself like he was like calling himself the brother of Rodaro at one point.
Yeah.
And the best part is Justin told me like nothing, so I legit had no idea.
Well, I didn't know what I was doing either.
Yeah, so-
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my gosh, Training Arena Showdown, episode 2 of the 5th season.
It's got the thing. Alex, look.
Remember that thing?
Classification: Alex Home Universe Earth.
No.
Because we said it was a different universe, but it wasn't really. It was a different planet.
Well, we both decided on that afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you were at the powwow. Oh yeah, so he came to a powwow with me with my family, which a powwow is like a Native American thing where they go, hey. Anyway, so
And we made an episode there.
yeah, we made an episode because there was a really cool spot. I wish we would have filmed more episodes there, but we never really got a chance to go back over there. But
Yeah.
it was a really nice place, and if we wouldn't have had his phone, if we would have had like a legit camera and had everybody there, it would have been really cool to film. But regardless, we're like, we have to film here. It looks really cool, and so we ended up filming the episode, which I kind of wanted alluded to in the movie, but maybe if Justin ever makes a director's cut, probably not. But
It's an Easter egg.
there's another hint after the alien guy dies at the end of it. He also can see the future, and he mentions how Donnie's going to lose somebody that he cares about the most.
No,
Was
that
that
was so bad.
isn't there more than one time that happens?
It also
Yes.
it also happens in the Genesis saga because
Yeah.
Albert says it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which we never really established that Albert could do that. So maybe in the whatever. So some people just have this ability. Anyway, but in the episode you find out that he's controlling like the forest, and then he dies, and the forest is free to do whatever it wants. And you find out that the planet or that it's not a different universe, but in fact a different planet that he, in like a span of like a day, like just took over and annihilated and forced people to do what he wanted. So that's what happened. And then we defeated Amar, which was great.
Lamar.
Yeah.
And then season 6 happened. So.
Well, the thing is, we had 2 endings to the movie, and there were originally going to be 3, but I cut one out. The 5th season movie was the first thing I ever really wrote beforehand. And you want to know what else it was? Kind of a massive failure.
You're having a stroke.
Because it was too much fighting. There was no story to it. It was just like, this guy fights this guy, then they move here, and then they fight this guy, and then this guy, and I knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy. I knew this guy who knew this guy.
Yeah, everybody died.
Yeah, and then eventually there were 2 endings that were both pretty okay. That later on I made a director's cut where it just has one solid ending that's better than both of them. And they're watching one of the the first trailer I ever made was for the season 4 movie. The Uprising of Rodaro is a really kind of cheesy name, but whatever. Arena X is a good name.
Crazy.
And then I guess we move on to season 6, which is when I got the GoPro, and our whole basically quality of production got a whole lot better. You know?
Yeah, there is. Where your foot got
Dang,
stuck
it's
and
dead.
Justin had to help.
Yeah, I took the batteries out of it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we have the original easy button right here.
Whoa.
We also have Goku.
Goku's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Justin Brands.
It's like what half the fights are based off of.
Guys, we're on season 6 now.
Ah, shoot.
Oh, wow.
So I've heard, season 5 had a lot of inspiration from Infamous Second Son, because like the powers of Amara and how he had like knife hands and like gravity powers and whatever.
What? Who's calling?
Kenny's getting Infinity War called.
No, it's just the Avengers theme.
Tony Stark, hello.
And season 6 had a lot of inspiration from like movies like Edge of Tomorrow and games like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare where they had like exosuits, you know? But yeah, I also used that as like the commercial.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, it was all inspired from Power Rangers actually. Secretly.
I knew it.
The newest movie?
Yeah. Woo, time to get copyrighted.
Oh, yeah. Framing again.
Yeah, I
You see
didn't
this?
have Lightworks yet, but
No,
I was
this is
doing
it.
my best in Movie Maker. Why is that doing that?
It's at 4 FPS.
Why did you put it at 4 FPS?
I didn't. It just happened.
Yeah, well,
It was
it
chunky
still
as
wasn't
hell.
like completely professional because at the end of every episode in the
Make sure I
season
lower
we would
it.
be like,
It looks like
subscribe and like this video.
You tried lowering it.
At the end of every episode.
Some episodes are pretty good though. Some of them.
Yeah,
pretty
some of
funny.
the season 6, the timeline, let's just say Timeline Saga.
The,
Because that's when we had a scare, and we didn't know what we were doing with a scare either for a few episodes, because
Yeah.
we said he was a
It's good.
monster created by a paradox that we created in the first episode.
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose. I thought you were just trying to put a red herring for the audience.
No, I had no idea.
Okay, so Justin was actually just retarded. He had no idea what he was doing. But then we figured it out, luckily. So we ended up being Amber, tortured from the future. So.
Amber?
No.
It's Allison.
Oh,
Amber's
Oh.
Adrenaline Saga.
I keep forgetting. They're so similar. I'm sorry.
Mm.
You literally voice
Genesis
Allison
Saga.
by the actress of Amber.
Whatever. Okay, the Genesis Saga is after the Adrenaline Saga. Give us some time, Donnie.
I
Okay.
thought you'd have been there by now. You guys are so speedy.
It's literally in between after the Adrenaline Saga and before we started
The Cyber Saga.
Cyber Saga. Anyway,
Yeah.
So speaking of which, so
Let's just talk about the Timeline Saga. please.
No.
Timeline Saga's so good.
We all got like
Yeah, yeah.
powers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, I got Radaro power. That was cool.
And I had
And there were-
power.
But it went away because
Yeah.
Satan was draining.
And Zach had
Sad, because that power was.
invisibility.
I lost
And in
that
season
power.
5,
Satan was.
Alex
Strange.
picked up a dagger that made him possessed.
Yeah.
And then there was that one episode where Dr. Death comes through the time rift just to tell us that if you go through the time rift, you get possessed.
And then
He's like, don't go through the time rift, you get possessed. How'd you get here? I went through the time rift. And he like grabs his axe and he's like, this axe is possessed.
And then Dr. Death never shows up again.
Yeah.
No, he shows up in the movie and then he dies. So.
He got killed so hard, it was funny.
Rip and dip.
Remember when I shot you?
in the
Jose
head.
shot you?
Yeah. And
you
for
just-
some reason that gives them our flashbacks and we tried to animate that and that wasn't okay.
I like that scene.
It is okay.
Regardless,
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
regardless of how crappy it looks, I really enjoyed that scene. It just helped bring context to the character. I liked it. Yeah, so that's I like the music. It's one of my favorite parts of that movie. So
Do you like Paradox Glitch? It's one of my favorite 8th movies ever made.
yeah, my favorite part of that movie is that scene. Even though the animation's garbage, it's still better than anything I can make. So, if I was drawing it, you'd see a bunch of skinny stick figures with penises underneath their legs or something.
Whoa!
Well, no, because when I draw stick figures, I always for some reason put the like stick further than the legs. So there's like this really long line there, and I don't see any problem with it. But Donnie's always like, "Why do you have a penis there?" I'm like, that's how I draw stick figures. I'm sorry. So,
Well, it looks
See,
like
he's
you're
doing
drawing
this-
Squidward.
oh yeah, that's what it was. It looked
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It looked like I had 3 legs.
Justin, I'm watching the animation.
Is that one of the intros?
No,
this isn't like the middle of the movie.
I really like it. I like the music with it. I think it works
Yeah.
very well.
Okay, we were just trying to...
Anyway, we should move on to the adrenaline.
Yeah, Adrenaline Saga. So that was when
Probably my
Justin
one of my
died.
favorites.
Justin died.
Yeah, Justin got wrecked because he was a retard in the Timeline Saga. But then we got Amar, so he was a good replacement. I mean, nothing.
Justin was dead bad.
Well, Mark
At
Cook.
least, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Paschetti.
And then remember you called him gay in that one episode, and he's like, "I heard that."
Oh yeah, and I got scared as the episode ended.
What?
Oh,
Really?
he's mine.
I thought that was in the middle of the episode.
No,
Wait, no,
was
skipped
it the
off.
end?
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, you
Oh, all I know is that you were like I was like.
Okay, that's
gay.
okay.
And you're like,
episode
what did
10.
you say? I was like,
Episode 10 is not one of those good episodes. I'm gonna tell you beforehand. It's
that's why when I made a playlist, I just skipped that episode entirely.
episode 10.
Oh, it's mine.
But it does have 2 gems in it. It has 3. It has Donny at the end pretending to be edgy. It has Donny punching Alex, and it has Amar being called gay.
Yeah.
But that's the best. Those are the best parts of the episode.
Here's what you do: you make a video out of context, or you just take those 2 quick scenes and you just put it in a video and you upload it.
All right, I'll do that right after this.
Okay. So the highlights for me, the Adrenaline Saga, was the better camera angles,
In the
the
beginning.
cool fight scenes.
Well, Justin died.
We had a couple cool fight scenes in there.
Yeah, Justin
I
wasn't there
enjoyed
anymore.
Amar's character a lot. I enjoyed his outfit too. His
Yeah.
outfit's like my favorite outfit of the entire series. Mostly because most of us don't have an outfit; we just wear whatever we have. But he always wore like the jacket and stuff, and it looked really good. And he wore the scarf, or he got rid of the thingy, the like little bandana thing.
No, he had that for the Adrenaline Saga.
He did. All right. Well, it looked cool, so I liked it.
He got rid of it when he in the Cyber
Him.
Saga.
We'll get to that.
Amar killed everyone.
And then
Okay,
we did Civil War.
Yeah,
we
basically.
did Civil War
No, we
before
did
it
it
became
first.
Civil War.
Well, yeah, that's
And
true.
Infinity
Well, no,
War
the comic book
before
did it first, but
Yeah, true.
Saints
we
family
hadn't read that
and
comic
those-
book, so we weren't stealing it.
Except instead of
Although
half
I-
people,
I just-
everyone-
By the way,
That's gonna be ear rape.
good. Just so you know, if you've watched Saga 2, Season 7, for Satan's motivations are a lot like Zamasu.
You might not be able to hear that actually.
I-
So it's-
Came up with the idea first.
yeah.
Dragon Ball Super stole it from me. So I just want to clarify right off the bat. It stole it from me because I came up with it in like 6th or 7th grade.
I got a Snapchat.
Yeah. Our
Anyway, but yeah,
all of 8th was planned by like
6
7th grade.
by like
6
9th
people.
grade.
Oh, okay.
Because like not all the Cyber Saga was done yet. We did that in like 10th grade.
And then I wrote all of the.
Oh.
Well, he wrote some episodes, but
Yeah.
I came up with the basic premise and what would be
Yeah.
happening in season. So anyway, so I also liked Donnie's stale acting.
Are you kidding me?
No, his acting was like supreme in the Adrenaline Saga.
No. It was a joke. He was doing he did a good job in that saga.
Oh my gosh, Kenny and Donnie's fight in the end,
that was pretty good.
probably still top 3.
I don't think
top
that actually
3 fight.
happened.
Is it your top
That's still
one,
number
or do you
one.
put the Scar versus Amar above it?
It's in the top 3 somewhere.
All right. What's the top 3?
Okay, 3 is, well, obviously like the last one's gotta be the best.
Well, you mean the R fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like that was just like there was so much leading up to that like obviously that's number one.
You mean the build up, like
Yeah.
like all that happened, like the
This
Kenny
boss.
and Donnie dying before it.
and I don't mean our first fight. I mean the second one.
Yeah, the
'Cause
first
the first fight was like it was okay.
Well, it wasn't meant to be good.
Yeah.
What?
So all right, so if I had to rank it,
Are you bullying?
I'd say the finale movie, the first one fight,
Yeah.
then the Scar versus Amar for me personally, and then
Yeah.
I do you guys as last.
Yeah, I
don't
would
know.
agree with that. That was
Yeah.
the top 3.
Yeah.
But like
But without theirs, we wouldn't
back
have
when
done
it-
those ones.
back when it happened, like when I was editing that, I swear I was having like an editor's orgasm.
You're having like a seizure.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Well.
Sure.
I was like, oh man,
Oh.
this is great.
Also, it
I loved
birthed,
it.
birthed the ultimate meme, the Adrenaline Saga.
Did?
We killed
Fight
Kevin.
Oh yeah, my name is Steven.
That was really good.
Also, Fight Me happened in the Adrenaline Saga actually.
Fight me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
That's the timeline saga we moved on, Donny.
No, it's adrenaline.
Oh, is he watching a Conflicting Divide?
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's move on.
Also, a really good scene is right after the war scene when you like deck Bobinson and the schnoz. I like the camera angles for that. That was like perfect.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
But yeah, Scary comes back in the end
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Donnie and Kenny fight, and he made drugs, he made chemical weapons. Nobody's really the good guy here, so they had to get past their differences and work together to fight a
And
bigger
Alex
battle.
flipped out. Well, you don't even notice, but if you
It happened in like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Near
his-
the end
his-
of the
his head like twitches really quickly, and then he just is like completely different.
Yeah,
and
that's-
calm. That was my very
That's
subtle way.
the last time you see the real
Alex
Alex
till the movie.
till the last movie.
Yeah.
If you thought Alex
Literally the
survived
rest-
in the Cyber Saga, you're wrong.
Yeah, no, it was not me at all. That was just, if we're gonna be honest, we don't have a reason for why Satan pretended to do that. We're gonna give you a reason. We'll make a video explaining the reason why he did that when we figure it out ourselves.
Satan wasn't used to the body. You need Cyber Dog came back for a reason.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I'm just gonna let my son do the dirty work.
Yeah. And he said, I got the body, or I've got the brains, you got the
Yeah.
body. Fair enough. All right. Yeah. So he didn't have, he had control of the body, but he didn't have, he didn't know how to. He
He
had
didn't know how to get his
Alex.
power.
He had
into it.
Alex's strength. He didn't know how to put his strength
Yeah.
into that yet. So there you go. That's our explanation. We figured it out right now.
That's part of this.
We did it.
When I run.
So.
Yeah.
And then you run into
We just
my-
did it
Although,
live.
why did he pretend though?
Oh yeah, that.
Why did he stay there with
Fall on
him?
the floor.
Why didn't he just go with Rodaro?
Because if they knew, they would try to
Yeah.
defeat his weakened body.
Sure. Fair enough. All right. Cool. Done.
Remember how Cybercore Mara was even... I mean, at that point, you were probably stronger than him.
Yeah. I think
But-
at that point, that's when I got a hold of him.
But still, you fell down
Yeah.
because... I think you actually said so why in the movie.
Yeah. No, well, what happened? Well, I had said that we can't let them know Alex is gonna be there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. At that point, I might have just been having fun with messing with them. Whatever. It's whatever. He doesn't need a reason. He doesn't need to fully explain it. You put in the details. Maybe he was still trying to find all the seals, or no, because he needed the map from you guys. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Alright, but let's get back
Alright,
to the end
so-
of the Adrenaline Saga.
Yeah.
So,
So
Adrenaline Legion, Adrenaline Corporations has been fighting Regiment Legion ever since, like, the Timeline Saga. And then, they get together, they become Adrenaline Legion. And then we move into the Cyber Saga, which starts out, like, right off the bat, Cyberdar's there. And people are on the ground, and they're like, what the heck? And Cyberdar is like, well, you don't remember last week at all, do you? Yeah, because I took away your memories. Boonk gang. So in the Adrenaline Saga, Donny was actually being manipulated to make Cyberdar's body.
No.
And also the Cyber Cores.
No kitty.
So yeah, in the first episode, Cyberdarro also takes over Amar again.
yes.
With a specially designed Cyber Core too.
Oh my
To
goodness.
make human beings under control as well.
Donny won that
Which
fight.
later he
Much
wants to use
easier.
more of, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Like cheating.
So yeah. So then they're all like, "What? Where is everyone? Justin's gone."
What's your problem?
And Cyber was just like,
What
"Well,
are you?
your memories make you.
Your memories make you. I can't do it. You do it.
Your memories make you."
Thank you.
Ah. Anyway,
Cyberdar's the best villain.
he's the funniest villain.
He may be better than Satan. Satan takes himself very seriously. And
Cyberdar is a
I
more.
think he
I feel
made-
like Cyberdar is a more vulnerable villain. Because the second Satan told him like who he was at the end of the Cyber Saga movie, he couldn't like control his urge to kill everyone at that point. He was just like, "That's it, I want revenge."
yeah.
Because the thing is, Cyberdar was Rodaro, and in his demon body, he had. Imagine having a hunger, but to do anything your master wants. Like,
Yeah.
whatever Satan wanted, if he wanted the humans dead, he would have a hunger, a lust to do that in that body. But since he was in a robot body, he was not allowed to have, like, free will, because he didn't have hunger. He didn't need to use the bathroom. He didn't
What's
need
the
to do
bathroom?
anything. He was a robot.
Have you ever used
Also-
Oh, jeez.
Also, he's Equinox.
Yeah,
Wait, who told you?
I did.
The series did. We literally have an episode with Jack, and then it goes back to like his
So the
Equinox
first,
impregnating.
the first guy dies. Satan uses his body to make him into Rodaro because he contacted
Spoilers.
Satan in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's how
We
it all
addressed
kind of
that.
happened.
He kind of tied everything in within the Nightmare Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But just explaining the Cyber Saga more.
Yeah.
The general story is that then Cyber Rodaro takes over their house and kicks them out. There's a really funny episode where the main character is Cyber Rodaro. It's episode 6, where it just like follows his daily shenanigans. And also, Episodes
Do you like
6
the
and
weed
14
do you
are
like
funny.
the weed brownie?
That's episode 14.
What the fuck?
It's a
Who took my cookie?
You know this movie has 210 views. Cybersock movie. There's one comment and it's from GJ. It just
Yes,
says essentially here.
That's amazing.
And then you just commented back like, I fully agree. Those are the only comments on that movie.
How many likes does that have?
9.
Nice.
How many likes does the Nightmare Saga movie have?
I don't know. I think 10.
10, one more.
Mm.
Does
Anyway.
the Nightmare Saga have more views than movie?
Not yet. 'Cause that one's been out longer.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
But okay, so in the Cyber Saga,
Oh, shit.
then I think like in the middle of the season, Justin comes back and he finds Scar, and Scar was originally their enemy, but then he teams up with Scar because Scar knows they're facing a bigger bad together, and they start
If
training.
Scar dies.
Shh, that hasn't
Not
happened
yet, not
That's,
yet.
That's the Nightmare Saga.
So in the
Okay.
end, Donny, Kenny, Robinson, everyone go to fight Rodaro because they get all the memory orbs back after fighting Cybercore Amar, and Scar literally punches the Cybercore inside of Amar to break. But then in episode 19, it's also revealed that Cyber Rodaro just wants to take over the human race so he can save them all and be their god. So if he takes everyone over with Cybercores, they're not considered like trash that Satan wants to kill.
He thinks that
So he thinks that
that his dad will be pleased with him if he just changes them.
Yeah.
But there's an
If he
later. I think
forces them to be.
I think it's
his.
episode
It's
18 or
like-
9. No, it's 19. And
Oh,
this
it's
is what's Justin's
Satan
power.
talks to him and is super pissed that he's trying that. So he's
No, that's in the movie.
No, that's in episode 19.
Episode 19 is where he explains that's what he wants to do. And then in the movie, Satan.
No, episode 18.
Oh wait, it's episode 20.
No, episode 20 is the one where wait.
Episode 20. Remember, it has the scene in the beginning where Satan's just talking.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
when it happened.
He's like,
Okay.
It's not in the
I'm
movie.
just on the floor in the back.
Fair enough.
But then Rodaro is actually rebelling against him, like whatever, for like 2 episodes, and then at the beginning of the movie as well.
Mm.
Satan was OP.
Well, no duh.
That's the whole point. He's
Justin
literally-
kicked up.
he's Beerus plus the last guy from the end of Super.
Jiren.
Jaren.
Yeah.
We're talking about the
Oh
Nightmare
yeah,
Saga.
I know you
Not
got
yet.
his personality
Not yet.
from Pierce.
There's on the Cyber Saga.
Yeah, give me a second.
A lot of what inspired it
Dragon Ball Z.
was, I guess, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But other things too.
Didn't Dragon Ball Z inspire most of?
It inspired like the kind of main narrative where it would be like guys, a big bad, you know.
Yeah.
Cybersock was like a year ago. What the heck?
I remember we introduced Crimson because Zach wanted us to make him more relevant,
And
but
then
but then in the
never
Nightmare Saga,
available.
he didn't even care if he was relevant or not anymore.
He ditched us.
Don't worry, he got like 6 episodes worth of himself out of the 20.
The
Oh.
Cyber Saga movie trailer. It's when Justin comes back and he fights. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, Justin's gonna come back and kill Cyber Rodaro." That's what you'd think, but it was actually Amar.
Oh shoot! The Cybersock movie is the one where Kenny puts all the things in.
The Cyber Saga movie is weirdly structured. It starts with the
It's
memories.
also really short. It's not the
it's an
shortest.
hour.
No, it's 59 minutes. It's
57
not-
minutes.
57. It's not even.
It's the second shortest.
No, it's the second
Movie.
longest.
I mean, second. Yeah,
The other two are 40
second
minutes
longest.
each.
And then the
the
Nightmare
other
Saga
one-
is an hour and 30
Hour and a half.
minutes.
I mean, part of that is because the Cyber Saga movie was partially rushed. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we
There were some
Delayed it a
scenes
bit?
where-
and we needed to get it done.
It was still
Yeah, we
partially
delayed it a
rushed.
bit and then rushed it all the way to the end.
We didn't have a lot of finality at the end. It still felt like there was a gap there.
It's okay though. That's why we had another saga to go.
Yeah. And then Satan's like finally comfortable in his skin.
Cyber.
And then he waits another 6 months to do anything for some reason.
Oh, it's Cyber Amara.
But we don't question it. Okay, just go with it.
Cybercorn Amara.
Okay, Cybercore Amar was the most edgy character. Not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
him plus Satan.
Yeah. I mean, well, Satan wasn't like self edgy. He was just like, I hate all of you, edgy.
Yeah. He's
Cybercore
very
Amar
self-righteous
already
as
knew
well.
he had no reason.
And that's why he blew himself up to kill
I
Cyberark
mean,
because he
it could-
knew his life was over. Like he didn't have anything after this.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I guess we move into the Nightmare Saga.
Yeah.
A lot of
first
self-
half
I remember.
sucks. First half's good.
It's not that. The first episode is really good.
My
Bro,
acting.
shut-
Taking cancer of YouTube and like Ann Fog outside of this as well.
Oh crap!
His
We
YouTube's,
completely.
like, all over the place.
Before we
Yes,
get into the
Genesis Saga.
before we get into the Nightmare Saga, in between the Cyber
Oh,
Saga,
Genesis Saga! We completely forgot about it. Oh my gosh,
Alright.
it's that irrelevant.
yeah. But before we get into the Nightmare Saga, in between the Adrenaline Saga and the Nightmare Saga, we filmed a prequel that took place before everything we filmed,
Yeah.
and that was the Genesis Saga. So you want to get into that?
Okay, the Genesis Saga was just to explain the Equinox and Zenova backstory, which, if you still don't get it, I'll explain it kind of here.
I mean, I made an
Equinox- I'll just-
explanation video that he re-uploaded. So
I know,
if
but
you go
I'm
to
gonna do it in
watch
like a minute, like less than a minute.
Okay.
Equinox and Zenova were brothers. They were abducted by aliens, brought to another planet, and they were just studied. But then there, they grew into two different people. And then Equinox was jealous of Zenova and wanted that kind of power, so he contacted Satan to become more powerful. But Satan took him over.
Well,
Or
I
not took
tried
him
to.
over. Tried to take him over. Zenova casts him into a dagger, throws him to some planet, which
is the planet
happens to
that
be
Amar,
yeah.
because he subconsciously was doing that. He didn't know that. He didn't know
Yeah.
that's why he picked that planet specifically.
Because Rodaro knew, so he knew.
Yeah.
Guys, the first episode of the Genesis
So we connected
Saga
that
was
as well.
amazing.
Yeah, the first episode of the Genesis Saga is pretty
So
good.
we connected that all together in the end. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, but yeah, so the first episode had really cool camera shots. I like the sound effects. I like Kenny being like, "Yo, I got a rock, I got a stick. I'm gonna make me a
It was
button.
a stick, it was just a rock.
I just want to say he got a big stick. Don't question me.
But there was no stick.
Shut up!
You're on the ring.
No, no, there's no ring.
He doesn't have an eye patch yet, though.
Yeah, I think he loses his eye from me.
Yeah, you just.
No, or did
Yeah,
he?
Kenny punches
All right.
Equinox in the eye and it
You
breaks
should
it.
have had a blood splatter effect, you friggin' idiot.
Should have used makeup, Justin. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, I thought you were dedicated.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
shows how lazy you are. Anyway, and then episode 2 sucks. It's really just Justin talking on his journal for
Yeah.
like an entire.
It's just backstory.
Episode 3 is that's is that the episode where Albert shows up?
Albert's trash.
He's a good villain.
Albert shows up in like episode 3.
Was it episode 3 or episode 4?
Episode 2 is only Justin, and then episode 3 has me and.
Alright,
no,
oh
maybe
yeah.
It's in episode 4. No, I think it's episode 4 because episode 4 starts off with Albert and me and this other dude.
Alright, so episode 3 was they met each other.
Yeah, Justin.
And he was supposed to be getting something, or no, you were supposed to be getting something.
And then
He
I
went and
took
walked
it.
off for a second, you took it, and then you guys fought each other but didn't kill each other. And then episode 4, you meet Albert, who
He's
was
telling me to kill this guy, and I'm like, why, boy?
and
Yeah,
what'd he do?
I'm a gang leader, and so
Disappear out with
Justin and Donny grew up in gang and all that crap, so that happened and all that good boys. And then, yeah, episode 5 happens, and I apparently stole some freaking. I stole some freaking drugs from this scientist boy, and I got. It was basically like steroids times bajillion, and I was trying to kill the boys, and that they won in the end, and I apparently could see the future, and Albert was like,
the future.
I can see the future! And
That's what you said all the time.
I know it's from something I can't remember, but Albert was like that, and then he died, and that's the Genesis Saga. Am I right?
Yeah.
Take your eye.
Let's move on to the Nightmare Saga.
Yeah.
Episode 1 was pretty good. Satan came. Justin got wrecked.
I didn't know what I should do with. I was trying to figure out the personality.
There's no blood, just cough.
I hadn't figured out what I wanted to do, so I was doing a bunch of things because I was trying to make it my own, but also kind of accumulate certain villains that I really liked from the past. And I don't think I really did a good job in the first episode. I came off a bit whiny, which is, if you notice in episode 3, when I first turned Scar bad, I kind of apologized for my behavior, and I used the excuse that what Bobinson said to me had just really pissed me off, because I
I'm
just...
so glad Bobinson died.
Yeah,
Like, I'm being completely honest.
he did not like to have to play Bobinson for some reason. Can you elaborate on why you hate Bobinson so much?
He's just a huge jerkwad.
Wow, he helps people all the time.
So,
He
For
had
his
a
own selfish reasons.
he had a fiance. They're gonna have kids together and everything.
And then she died. And I'm so glad that Bobinson died too. I just hate Bobinson.
Fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, so episode 2 is kind of whatever. It's just
Episode 2, half of it's like pitch black.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Episode 2 here.
No, it's not. You're retarded.
Look, so Justin's staying in the dark here, right?
I'm not talking about the Genesis Saga. I want the Nightmare Saga.
Oh yeah.
You're a freaking idiot.
Justin's in the dark.
But yeah, it's just Justin and Donnie talking, but it was needed because like the first episode had so much crap happen in it that we needed a breather. And episode 3 is where we lose everybody's new favorite, Bobinson.
Scar.
Scar.
Favorite? What the fuck are you talking about?
People like Scar.
Wait, Scar died in what episode?
No, episode 3 he became bad.
Oh! Well, you said lost.
Yeah, you did lose him because he never
I
acted.
thought you meant like he died.
No, he never acts like.
No, because he died later.
So you want to say anything about episode 3, or you want to move on?
I just like the swing set falling over.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a fun fact.
Oh, yeah,
His dad wanted us to take it off for some reason, so we did it.
So we just chucked it. I like episode 4, by the way.
Episode 4
I
is
really like episode 4.
well, you can thank my excellent writing skills because that was all on me. Anyway, so episode 4, I wanted to finish off the Equinox and Zenova plot by tying it all in. So I used that episode to tie it into what was going on with to fix any loose ends with Rodaro and his origins. I wanted to fix up the loose ends between their story in of itself, and I tied it into the Genesis Saga episode 1 episode. And I just tried everything I did to close that storyline and kind of just finish that off. And the only other thing we did later on in that season was having that like one
Episode
little
5 was Castiel.
yeah, episode. Oh yeah, before we get to that, but then I used the episode where Jack was getting tortured to finish off the very last little tiny bit of story with Equinox, which is just him impregnating Lexus.
Dude,
So.
what the fudge? We filmed episode 16, 17, and 18 all on the same day.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fudge?
You don't remember this?
We had to switch cameras because battery.
But yeah.
Okay.
So episode 5, Cassio shows up, and what do you want to say about Cassio?
It's a long episode. There's just a lot of explanation.
Well, explanation that was needed. It opened up the world a lot. I mean, we didn't do it in the most creative way, but I feel it opens up the lore of the universe in itself a lot more. So I thought it was cool. But what are your feelings on Castiel? Is my question.
Castiel's cool.
What do you like about him?
What
What do you like about him? What do you like about Castiel?
He's quirky.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's funny. He's
Castiel sucks.
all right. Well, he doesn't really understand emotion, and so he tries to be polite, and he like has all these weird mannerisms, and I don't know.
Remember that one time he wore that stupid orange jacket?
Yeah, that was the episode he died. So, but
Which episode was that?
that was episode 13. But yeah, so I like Castiel as a character. I feel we underused him a bit, but I like him. He was literally only in 3 episodes. He was in episode 5, episode 8, and episode 13, and he was gone. Episode 6 was... One was
Hell on Earth. One with Crimson.
the one with Crimson.
Jack.
Crimson comes back and Jack. Yeah. That was whatever. It was an okay episode. We
Yeah.
had Max play a demon, but he looked normal. So,
Episode 7 was Scar fighting Zack.
which was pretty cool, but I mean, Zack obviously lost because Scar was better than him.
Episode 8 was Zack and Crimson happy time. And you wanna do episode 9 for us?
Oh, yeah. I had planned it up for a long time because, so he introduced Crimson, and as soon as he did that, I was like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. So, yeah, so, you know, they had finally come to terms with their past because they had a really rocky relationship as a family, you know, considering Crimson burned down his parents. But, so they were finally all good, and then, yeah, Satan comes and possesses, or not possesses them, because I've already discussed how it's not that. Actually, the way that worked is it didn't really seem like that. I don't know if I really explained it that well, but no. So the difference between the Rodaro and using the Cybercores and the bad guys in the Nightmare Saga is that their mindset completely changed. Like, they legitimately wanted to do the things they were doing. They were not being controlled Like they were in a sense, but they were freely choosing to do this. Like they wanted to hurt them. So I just basically, because what it was supposed to be was that Satan just took away all the like good that was in them, and made it just completely bad. So it was just like it was supposed to be just like the worst version of people that they could possibly be. But anyway, so episode 9. So yeah, so then Zach has a choice that he has to either Satan goes back on his promise and takes out the earth right then and there, or he kills his brother, and so he kills his brother, which leads into the rest of Zach's story arc pretty much. And you want to start episode 10?
Episode 10. That was just a good episode.
Yeah.
This Dying Angel, I got Shock Amp, which was like an angelic power.
Yeah. That's what set up things for later on, which we'll get into. What about episode 11, which was the dream that Kenny had?
And he fought Cyber Darrow.
Yeah.
I really like that episode.
Oh yeah, Cyberradar was in the Nightmare Saga.
Yeah, but he wasn't really there. It was just a flashback.
Yeah,
Or not even a flashback. It was a dream that Kenny was having.
And then he talks to Bobinson.
I really like the camera shifts.
Bobinson re-dies.
Yes.
He dies a bunch in that episode. No, but we do the thing that we did in the Genesis Saga episode 1, where it like went behind the tree, and we did that again. It changed who the person was.
From Cyberdark to Bobinson.
No, it was Bobinson first.
Oh, it was Bobinson first.
And then when he started winning, it changed into Equinox, and then that changed into
Because Kenny is
Cyberdark.
Equinox.
And then once he finally was able
Kenny
to,
is Equinox.
Yeah.
once Kenny was,
What?
no, he's a Nova. He's a Nova.
Kenny's Equinox.
Like,
And
what? I
once-
was Equinox all the time.
Once you were able to overcome your emotions with Cyberdog, he then turned into Robinson again, and then that was like the end of the episode. But I really like that episode. It's one of my favorites that we filmed. What about episode 12, which was
So I was scared of Cyber
Justin versus Scar?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Where's the Pickle Rick t-shirt episode?
That's the next episode. No, it's not. That's episode 14. Sorry.
Yeah, 13 is where Cassiel dies, and it's really funny.
Episode
And then
what?
Justin turns around really fast
Oh,
and
yeah,
kicks
13.
dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had to cut the camera really quick.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay. What was episode 14?
That was where Pickle Rick showed up. He's like, I'm gonna kill you all.
and then he
He's
shows
also
up
in
again
episode
later.
20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he shows up again later. He gets
He's like, I'll kill you this time.
And then it was like Happy
Nipple
Times with
collab?
Jack. I swear, we did a Happy Times with Crimson and then a Happy Times with Jack, and then the episodes right after, it's just like depression. Depression.
That's how I kind of organize it. You get a really happy moment, and then you get just destroy that moment.
You get
for
destroyed, you get wrecked.
So yeah, so we had a good moment between Jack and his friends, and then the very next episode he gets tortured.
Jack
and
becomes
Oh,
a
yeah,
bad
that
guy.
was
Satan's
so
right hand
good.
man.
Oh, for real? Did you like it?
Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
I wish
dude.
it was longer.
Oh, you want Jack to be tortured longer?
Yeah, Justin cut out all of it though. Because Justin felt uncomfortable.
Well, no, there was one scene where it was an exact mirror of another scene, so I was like, this is just repetitive, so that's why I took it out.
Yeah, but I wish I just had all of it.
You just wanted all the torture.
Look,
like
you can
6
literally
minutes
just go back to the beginning and replay it.
We filmed like 6 minutes worth of footage in there when we were doing that, and a bunch of it got cut. I
It
just
was
want
literally
that
just
6
It
minutes.
was just Jack getting. Oh, I wanted it to be uncomfortable, but he shortened it. But it was just 6 minutes of your brother just sounding like he was in the utmost pain.
My brother.
No,
His!
That's what I was
Oh,
looking
Yeah,
at.
my
him.
brother.
Kenny's brother.
Yes, my brother.
Yes.
What
his
about
secret
episode
brother.
16, which was the first half was the android
The android was stupid.
How'd you feel about your fashion network and your budget?
Oh, the
cuts?
Fab Droid was amazing.
Wait.
The android was in
He
the
was in 16?
the
16
timeline
was
saga.
the drug dealer.
Yeah, Fab Droid. Yeah, he's also in 16 though.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah, there it is.
But then
you
the
see this?
android
Yeah.
through the seasons was a broken robot, but then Cyberradar fixes him up, and he becomes like this fabulous.
Yeah, he started
man.
in season 6.
And then he
one.
transforms into the Fab Droid at the end of the Cyber Saga, and then in the Nightmare Saga, he just
they in
doesn't
the
care
homeless shelter
anymore
for
because
Jimmy?
there's no benefit for him, and he kind of has free will, and he becomes like a news guy at the end of the Cyber Saga.
Justin, why are they in the homeless shelter from Kick to the Curb?
They had budget cuts.
Okay, kick to the curb.
They had budget cuts.
Okay, kick to the curb was made afterwards.
Yeah.
I just want.
Okay, so episodes 16, 17, 18. We can all
Was-
talk about one.
yeah,
so
let's
it's all
just-
continuation.
It's
practically
a
all one
demon
episode.
from
Yeah.
the seals. And like no, it's not. It's a Satan worshipper.
Yeah. That Satan doesn't
No, he
care
was a
about.
drug
it.
He
dealer.
doesn't care about.
No, he was a Satan worshiper.
Drug dealer.
That Satan didn't really care about, but then he's like, well, it'll make them stronger to fight me.
But then they
so-
did. But then we didn't have a shot of them getting the power, so that's kind of lame. But it's okay because then we use that later on because there's an episode where Kenny plays a demon and he says he stole the powers from Leonard, even though we never named the devil worshiper, so you have no idea who Leonard
Yeah,
is.
it's only in the description. It's
Yeah, we never actually said his name, so
Well,
unless you read our
yeah.
Google Docs, then you wouldn't know that Kenny's demon guy took his powers because Zach and Donny didn't.
In episode
Speaking of episode
19,
19, which is
that was just awesome.
that felt like an
Number
old season episode. It was
Yeah.
amazing. 19.
when we fought the strongest hell spawn.
Number
Kenny was like-
5. Number 5.
and I was like,
soldier number 5.
yeah. So remember the strongest soldier that ran away,
strongest soldier.
Strongest soldier.
and then Scar
Well, he's
shows
like,
up at the
wait.
end of it.
You were like, wait, one soldier? It was like, and then Justin's like, yeah, they're best one. And then I bolt once I see the demon guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you give us swords for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're supposed to help, but then they didn't help at all versus him. So you're just like, oh.
Oh well. And then episode
he's like,
20
he'll never win.
was
And you're like,
basically Scar versus Amar again, but this time
Dizzy
Amar's name was
beside of
Justin.
me, you wake me up,
Yeah.
and you bring me down.
The Justin edgy theme song. Justin fight edgy.
And then he
song.
broke his neck. Want to talk about that?
All right.
We
Yeah, I
killed Scar.
broke Scar. Yeah, Scar was evil. Killed him.
I'm so happy. I finally got to kill off every
And
single
then
thing that
Jack
Donny
was
played.
like, "You have 24 hours."
Oh yeah, the second half of the episode was where the nipple clamp.
Yeah, we killed him.
Where
Yeah,
Pickle
and then
Rick
he
came
died,
back.
Pickle Rick
Jack
nipple
right behind
clamp.
him.
Yeah.
That was actually a really well shot scene. You can't see Nick, and then
Yeah, and then he falls over and it was right behind him. And it's like, well, you have 24 hours.
We're like,
And
hey,
we're
what's
like,
up, Jack? And he's like,
And now we gotta get into the movie.
okay, the
Last
movie
one.
just basically ends it all.
It's
yeah,
amazing.
basically, we don't even need to talk about the movie. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Yeah, just
we'll put a
watch it.
We
link
don't
in the
even need to
description.
watch
Put a
it.
link
We
in the
don't even need to
description.
talk
Just
about it.
as
It's
All right, if you don't want spoilers, just leave now. Go watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it slightly, but yeah. So if you don't want spoilers, leave now. There's a link in the description. Go watch it.
Yeah.
You 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoiler
Alright.
warning abound. This is your last chance. If you don't leave now, you're gonna die of AIDS.
So the Nightmare Saga
Elaborate on
movie
Justin.
starts with
Now.
a really cool opening.
That's
where
you explaining
everything,
things.
Yeah. And then it goes into what?
Uh,
Donny and Kenny in the beginning with
Yeah,
me
you-
talking.
Yeah, you're all sitting on the couch like most movies start. You notice that? Most of our movies start with you guys talking on the couch. Almost every single one starts.
Paradox
with you
Glitch was, I think, the first one to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Paradox
every-
Glitch did it, and then after that,
Each of them does it. If it's not the beginning scene, it's one of the scenes. You're always on the couch at least.
remember that scene?
No, it's
That
the
one
beginning
movie?
of every one.
Every single one, it's on the couch.
Did-
It's like their
Wait a
meeting
second,
spot.
when was it
I
in
don't
the
think-
Adrenaline
I don't
Saga?
think Conflicting Divide had that.
Yeah, Conflicting Divide didn't have that.
Conflicting Divide had that table that everyone was sitting at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I ripped the paper, and everyone was like,
Go back into the Nightmare Saga movie.
everyone flips out.
So Kenny was like, I don't know if I can do this, and then Donnie was like, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And then we made a new easy
I don't
button.
think I can do it. Yes, you can.
And then we tried to wish Satan away, and then he's like, you're idiots.
It doesn't work that way. And then a big giant action.
And we're
scene.
like, we have 3 minutes left, and we're like, just wish him away. And Kenny was like, I wish him away.
No, you
No,
and I are
no,
like,
you're
no,
like-
don't do it. You might break everything. Kenny's like, boom.
He's like, he killed my brother.
And then you're like, time is up. And then we're all fighting Jack, but then you take me away because I'm too powerful.
Yeah. And
And
then
then
they
I
start
fight
getting
him.
wrecked by Jack. You know, like all your brothers.
And then I
gonna
come
get
back, and
strong
then we
like
all
this.
wreck Jack.
And then you beat up Justin.
And then we all teleport back.
Oh yeah, and I beat you up a bunch while
Yeah.
that's happening. While
Oh,
they're
and when we were
beating him
filming
up.
that, I broke that tree.
Oh, yeah.
When I sat on it.
No, but how that was filmed is that while you guys were fighting Jack, I was fighting him.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I really like how it switched back and forth.
Okay.
It did.
Okay.
But then we went
That's
into
nice.
when
Then
Tony
we
and
killed
Kenny
you.
die.
Then we kill you guys.
Yeah, and then Justin takes our power and kills you.
And then it combines with
Not in the
Shotgun.
beginning. It was pretty even in the beginning.
And then
And then I wreck you at the end anyway, even though you
Yeah.
had that huge power.
And then there's an awesome like 15-minute fight.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And then in the end you're like, Justin, you lost.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, loser. And then the gods,
Like half the movie.
Yeah, the gods
the
are
gods finally help.
Let's
and then,
let Alex come back. And you're like, Justin,
feel
just
like
kill
you
me
would-
now.
And I'm so, and I, no, but
Like,
before that,
like,
Satan screams really loud, and you look super surprised.
I was
you're
like, oh.
Alex, it's like, no, you can't do this to me. And then, so yeah, and then Alex came back,
Like,
and
it's
then
as long
he
as
picked me
it's,
up because I've lost so much weight that Justin could easily pick me up now. And then I cry in front of Donny when he gets resurrected, and then
Starts
Here.
Yeah.
we tie up everything by having Donny and Justin at the very end say goodbye, and
Yeah.
we talk about
And he gets the house. Alex is dead.
I am dead. No, I
Zach
cease to
went off
exist.
with Crimson.
I cease to
Oh yeah,
exist.
it ceases to exist.
Zach
goes
goes.
off with Crimson.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't go off
Because
with Crimson.
Crimson's
Crimson's
dead.
dead.
He just goes to live his life without
He goes.
you guys.
Yeah, he goes to like continue the restaurant.
Yeah. And his brothers.
And then Kenny's like, I'm gonna take the house, and then me and Donnie fist bumped, and we're done. And
Yeah.
then there were some fan fictions made, but we're not gonna. We're not gonna talk about that.
And then there's an after credit scene where I'm fighting with my best bud, and then was it Kenny who went, I'm going senile.
And he's like, kids are so adorable.
And then you said, oh yeah, then you said, am I going senile?
Yeah. Although that was cut, wasn't it?
No,
No.
it's in.
Oh,
it's in
was
it.
it?
It's in it.
Alright then.
Go put it
That's
on.
the last line in all of Adventures in the Hills. Am I going senile? And I'm honestly totally okay with that.
And yeah, hey, look, we made it right before an hour.
Right before an hour.
We got 5 minutes left.
All right,
How
well,
do you feel, boys?
let's not make it a full hour.
I don't know.
Connor B.
Yeah.
It'd make it pretty even.
Supporters.
Support us on Patreon. Go fund me page.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Go support our Patreon.
That's actually Donnie's Patreon.
Yeah, go support them and pay us money.
Yeah.
Give us that hard mooch.
What the fudge?
All right, GN people, thank you for watching or listening. Because honestly, this is a podcast.
Guys, look.
Good photo.
Power of the plot. Alex, stop dying. Look at the plot.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you got it from Justin.
I don't know.
I've been covering.
I'm like.
All right. Well, thank you for watching.
See you.
Subscribe for bad memes.